It's week 2 of the 2026 season, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Titans and the Jags, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations, and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Harold Landry coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And some strong running. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 24 carries, 97 yards. Lawrence.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Levis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Running right, it's Pollard.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Levis sets up to throw here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
And his throw is incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Levis to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Levis back to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He finds his man, Pollard.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Titan defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
3rd and 5. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. ETN past the 20 for a short gain. 2nd down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Lawrence will throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Now Lawrence to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll find McMillan here.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Levis to throw once more.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out come the Jags. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding offense.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Now Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Tennessee offense set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. A strong running. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
They'll look to ETN to start things out to about the 35, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Titans offense had quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. They toss it down to Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Levis from the gun.
Able to shake him off.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston, where you see the final score there. Damian Pierce, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the Dog Pound. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
He's airing it out for Williams.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Here's Levis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the
On play action, Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A give to ETN running right.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Hook up of 15 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Second down at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence being chased out left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Titans now.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Levis looking to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Levis. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Draw play, ETN.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lawrence.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 24. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Down the right sideline.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Lawrence will throw.
Escaping the pressure right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And his kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut, and he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A short throw to Ingram, so they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
Now the ball comes loose. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And Roger McCreary, the man in the right spot to knock that away.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Let's take it inside his own 40.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Levis back to throw.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Pollard again. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give, running right, Etienne.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Now a give right side. It's Daniels. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. Daniels. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. On third down, it's Daniels. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Titans down by 2, a minute 13 to play. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So now all eyes shift to the Jags. Trailing by 5, 25 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Tennessee, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.